today. I am Peace Ogenegbawe. First, let's talk the headlines. On the headlines, FG to talk about subsidy today. Ghana intensifies border surveillance over outbreak of Ebola Marburg virus. Zambia's new president vows better democracy after landslide win. On business, PBEC is working to address SMEs' multiple taxation issues. And on sport, Diri rewards Olympic silver medalist Aiteo Cup winners. Now the news in detail. Nigeria's former Deputy Senate President Ibrahim Mantu is dead. He died in the early hours of Tuesday. Mantu represented Plateau Central in his days at the Red Chambers. The late Mantu was born in Chansor Village, Gendiri District, Mangu local government area of Plateau State on February 16, 1947. He joined politics in 1978 and was elected Deputy State Chairman of NPN in Plateau State in 1980. He was a founding member of Liberal Convention. On inauguration in 1999, Mantu was appointed Chairman, Senate Committee on Information, the position he held till August 10, 2001, when he was elected Deputy President of the Senate. He was appointed Chairman, Joint National Assembly Constitution Review Committee from 2001 to 2003 and 2003 to 2007, respectively. He was Chairman of Policy Analysis and Research Projects, that is PARP, which metamorphosed into National Institute of Legislative Studies, that is NILS. Though a legislator, Mantu handled many executive assignments. Until his death, he was a member of the Board of Trustees, that is BOT, and National Executive Committee, that is NEC, of PDP. The federal government may soon end the fuel subsidy regime with the signing of the Petroleum Industry Bill by President Muhammadu Buhari on Monday. It was gathered that the government's position on fuel subsidy would form the major item during the Minister of State of Petroleum Resources, Timipre Silva's press conference on petroleum industry law, which holds today. According to reports, the signing of the PIB into law, the cost of petrol could jump to as high as 300 naira per litre from the current 162 naira to 165 naira per litre upon implementation of the law, if market forces were allowed to determine the price as stipulated in the new law. And now for some COVID-19 update. Nigeria's recorded 584 new cases of COVID-19 in 15 states, bringing the total to 183,087 in 36 states of the country plus the FCT. According to the latest information released by the Nigeria Center for Disease Control, that is NCDC, Lagos reported 201 cases, Rivers 149, FCT 82, Ondo 73, Ekiti 17, Cross Rivers 13, Oyo 11, Ogun 9, Delta 8, Bayelsa and Kaduna reported 4 cases each, while Kwara and Kano announced 2 cases and Sokoto registered 1 case. A total of 167,310 persons have been discharged, and the number of deaths is 2,223. So the number of active cases is 13,152. Boss FM 95.5 Abuja presents Niger Boss Factor, a mega talent hunt event which seeks to spotlight creativity in the indigenous way. Niger Boss Factor is designed to give voice to talents of all ages, gifted in arts and crafts, fashion, technology, music, drama, comedy, and dance to promote culture which is gradually losing its place in the society. Potential participants are welcome to pay the sum of 5,500 naira, beg your pardon, in GT Bank account number 0561094161 with the account name Boss FM 95.5 Abuja Limited, and they're expected to visit www.bossfm.ng to complete the registration. Proof of payment must be sent to the station's WhatsApp number 0901 625 2525 in order to confirm eligibility to participate in the talents. When the news returns, news from other parts of West Africa. Do stay with us. Thanks for staying with us. The Ghana Health Service has said that it has intensified the country's borders, saying that the move is as a result of the outbreak of Ebola and Marburg virus in neighboring Ivory Coast and Guinea, respectively. Ghana's immediate neighbor to the west, Ivory Coast, confirmed a case of Ebola on Saturday, while the Marburg virus has already claimed several lives in Guinea since the outbreak was reported August 9, 2021. The Health Management Authority says it has sent correspondence to all regional and district health directorates across the country to immediately institute of the country's land borders. Surveillance on the country's western border in particular will be strengthened. And now we'll take a walk to DRC. Democratic Republic of Congo President Felix Tshisekedi has authorized U.S. Special Forces to help the Congolese army fight the Allied Democratic Forces, that is ADF, as an armed group linked to Islamic State. The ADF, which the United States has deemed a terrorist group, is considered deadliest of scores of armed militias that roam the mineral-rich Eastern Democratic Republic of Congo. According to reports, the ADF has killed about 9,000 civilians since 2013, while a respected U.S.-based monitor blamed it for more than 1,200 deaths in the Beni area alone in 2017. However, President Tshisekedi authorized the deployment of American anti-terrorism experts in the east of the Democratic Republic of Congo. This was made known in a statement from the presidency. No fewer than 13 jihadists have been killed and a terrorist logistics site destroyed in a response to armed attacks in northern and eastern Burkina Faso. The country's army disclosed this in a statement from the Burkinabe Chief of Staff, saying that an air and land operation was mounted following an attack on the volunteers of the Defense of the Fatherland militia in Belenyanga in the Sahel region. The military was able to neutralize about 10 destroyed weapons and about 15 motorbikes. Meanwhile, a sweep carried out after an attack against a military detachment in Tankolao in the eastern region also led to the neutralization of 3 terrorists and the recovery of weapons, ammunition, and various other materials. According to reports, there were no casualties on the government side, the statement has said. Burkina Faso, a poor country in the arid sub-Saharan Sahel region, has been confronted since 2015 with increasingly frequent and deadly attacks by jihadist groups affiliated with Islamic State group and Al-Qaeda. These attacks alone and along with intercommunal violence have left more than 1,400 people dead and forced 1.3 million to flee from their homes. We move to other parts of Africa after this break. Do stay with us. This is Africa Today. Welcome back. Zambian President-elect Hakainde Hichilema has slammed the Southern African country's outgoing brutal regime. Hakainde, who expressed disappointment in his debut address to the nation hours after winning the top job in a landslide, promising a better democracy, he said his camp has been victims of a brutal regime that is existing, but he pledged to be a president of all Zambians, those who voted for him and those who did not. Meanwhile, the ex-president Lungu conceded defeat and congratulated Hichilema for becoming the 7th Republican president. He also thanked Zambians for a great opportunity to be president. Prison authorities have revealed that former South African President Jacob Zuma, who underwent unspecified surgery at the weekend, remains in hospital with more operations planned. According to report, Zuma, who is serving a 15-month sentence in Escourt prison for contempt of court, was sent to hospital outside for observation on August 6, days before the start of the corruption trial he has thus far avoided. Reports disclosed that Zuma underwent a surgical procedure on Saturday, August 14, 2021, with other procedures scheduled for the coming days, prison spokesman Singabako Nzumalo said in a statement. There was no word on a potential discharge date for Zuma, who in July asked the country's top court to reverse his incarceration, saying it was unjust and might kill him if he catches COVID-19. Last week, a high court postponed his corruption trial to September 9 after his hospitalization. It is unclear of the need for medical condition, ills of Zuma, and his legal team was ordered by the judge to produce a medical report by August 20. However, the prosecutors may appoint a doctor of their choice to assess whether Zuma is fit to stand trial. And out to Madagascar, where Madagascar's president, Andry Rajoelina, has named a new finance minister in an enlarged cabinet. According to reports, this is coming days after sacking all ministers as a result of what he says was poor performance and weeks after he reported foiling of a plot to kill the former coup leader. Andry Rajoelina told the newsmen that Rindra Hasembelo Rabarinrinhasen will become finance minister. Rabarinrinhasen was previously a senior official in the finance ministry and before that headed the Indian Ocean Island country's Public Procurement Commission. Rajoelina said she was chosen because she is seen as being able to do better and achieve more. 10 ministers from the previous cabinet, including Leon Richard Rakotonirina, the defense minister, were reinstated in their posts. Rajoelina also increased the size of the cabinet by splitting up some ministries, including the agriculture, livestock and fisheries portfolio. And now to business news. Nigeria's Presidential Enabling Business Environments Council, that is PBEC, will address the problem of multiple taxation and the challenges it poses to the business environment. Nigeria's Vice President, Yemi Osinbajo, disclosed this yesterday in Abuja, the Federal Capital Territory, at the first Abuja Small, Medium Enterprises, that is SMEs Conference and Exhibition 2021. The conference was organized by the Abuja Chamber of Commerce and Industry, that is ACCI, and aimed at providing solution strategies for resolving tax, regulatory packaging, and logistic challenges facing Nigerian SMEs. Osinbajo, represented by Miriam Katagum, Minister of State for Industry, Trade and Investment, said government is focused on improving ease of doing business and encouraging tax and fiscal responsibility. The Vice President noted that the problem of taxation on the growth of SMEs in the country is exacerbated by lack of reliable data for statistical analysis. Ainan Lubem standing by for Sport News. Do stay with us.
Good afternoon and welcome to Sport News on Africa Today. I am Ainan Lubem. Bayelsa State Governor Dore Diri yesterday announced cash rewards to Bayelsa-born Tokyo Olympic silver medalist Blessing Oborodudu and the winners of the 2021 Aito Cup, Bayelsa United and Bayelsa Queens. Oborodudu received 4 million naira, while the top 25 registered players of both United and Queens were rewarded with 1 million naira each. The governor at the official reception in honor of the victorious Bayelsa sportsmen and women in Government House, Yenagoa, also announced a 1 million reward for Oborodudu's coach, Victor Kodei, a former wrestling champion. A statement by his chief press secretary, Daniel Alabra, also disclosed that the governor awarded 1.3 million naira for the technical advisors of both teams. The club's board chairman, who got 1.5 million naira each, were not left out. The governor also directed the immediate release of 2 coaster buses to both football teams. Also, Esperance de Tunis have registered newly signed Nigerian forward Anayo Iwuala in their 34-man roster for the 2021-2022 CAF Champions League. Iwuala joined the Tunisian Giants from Eyimba early this month on a 3-year contract worth $500,000 and will be a key member of the team in the coming season. Iwuala will, however, be hoping to make his first start for the club when they face US Monastir in their opening 2021-2022 season opener today. Esperance have drawn by and will be playing in the preliminary rounds of the money-spinning African Interclub Championship. Also, League 2 club Crawley Town have signed Ghana international Appiah on a 1-year contract with the option of a further 12 months. The 31-year-old striker, who had spent time at Ebbsfleet Fleet, Margate and Crystal Palace, recently had a spell with Indian Super League side Northeast United. Appiah featured for Ghana during the 2015 African Cup of Nations when the Black Stars finished the tournament as runner-up. Appiah scored 14 goals in 72 appearances during 3 years with AFC Wimbledon before departing the League One club last summer. Associate head coach of Nigeria's men's team, the Tigers, Alex Nwora, has quit his role with the national team. It was gathered that Nwora sent in his resignation on August 6, 2021, in a letter addressed to the president of the Nigeria Basketball Federation, Amadou Musa Kida. The former coach of Cape Verde and national basketball side led Nigeria to the FIBA World Cup, in which Nigeria was Africa's best team and punched a ticket to the Tokyo 2020 Olympic Games. Nigeria Basketball Federation President Amadou Musa Kida, while reacting to the issue, confirmed Nwora's resignation, stating that the coach had contributed immensely to the current status of the men's national team. Reasons for Nwora's resignation coming after the Tokyo 2020 and about a week to the AfroBasket 2021 were not immediately stated. That's your news. That's your sports news on Africa Today. Back to Peace Ogenegbawe for the rest of the news.
And that's your news on Africa Today. But before we go, here are the headlines again. FG will decide on subsidy today. Ghana has intensified border surveillance over outbreak of Ebola, Marburg virus. Zambia's new president vows better democracy after landslide win. And on business news, we told you PBEC is working to address SMEs' multiple taxation issues, and this came from the Vice President. And on sport, Diri rewarded Olympic silver medalist ITO Cup winners. Remember to visit us on Facebook at Hills TV, Instagram at Hills TV. Our YouTube channel is at Hills TV. I am Peace Ogenegbawe. Thank you for watching.